Gai Gora Madhur Sware, Gai Gora Madhur Sware. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Gai Gora Madhur Sware, Gai Gora Madhur Sware. So this is a very famous song by one of our acharyas. Acharyas means devotees who have perfected the science of Krishna consciousness in previous years, previous times. So we have many such acharyas, meaning one who teaches everyone else by their living example. Sometimes the word acharya is used to mean teacher. That's okay, because Sanskrit words are like that. They take on different meanings according to the context. For instance, you might be surprised to know that the word Atma can mean 7 different things. One meaning the body, and the other the soul, which is like, what? How can black be the same as white? But it all depends on the context, which is why it is recommended that one read these Vedic scriptures under the guidance of a acharya, a self-realized soul. As Krishna says to Arjuna in chapter 4, that you should accept a spiritual master and proceed in your life. So Bhaktivinoda, he plays a very integral role in our movement historically. He was a magistrate in Orissa, and he was very prominent and powerful, influential. He would go to his work. He was a judge, and he would wear tilak as a judge. See, he wasn't playing around. And he has written many books, and he has written many songs. And the genius of Bhaktivinoda Thakur is that he gives us such nice, concise understanding in a minimum amount of words. That is the meaning of the word sutra. Maximum knowledge, minimum syllables. Sutra. Just like you all know this word, I think. Krishna, do you know that word? I don't believe you. Tell me. Only a couple of you know? Oh my God, no bell tonight. No prashad. Yes, this word Krishna, Vyasadeva composed 12 cantos, 18,000 shlokas, explaining this word, Krishna, in all of its contexts. So this song tonight, one of my favorites. I was going to do my yearly favorite, Bhajahure Mana, but I've already done that several times. So I said on the way here, let's give them a Christmas treat. So that I think this might be the first time I'm lecturing on this song. So, Gai Gora Madhur Sware. So, Bhaktivinoda, he is a great exponent of the philosophy of Lord Chaitanya. We are followers of Lord Chaitanya. We are Gaudiya Vaishnavas, not just Madhva Acharya, but Gaudiya Madhva Acharya. Yes, we are in the line coming from Madhva Acharya, but because we accept Madhavendra Puri and especially Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then we are known as Gaudiya Vaishnava, Madhva Gaudiya, followers of Lord Chaitanya. So, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he's a great representative of Lord Chaitanya. So he's saying, Lord Chaitanya is singing this Hare Krishna mantra in a very sweet voice. Actually, this Hare Krishna mantra is the sweetest thing. There are other songs explaining how there is nothing sweeter than the sound Krishna. Everybody say, Krishna. Oh, we're getting there. All right, now we get a bell. Hey, I see Maharaj walked in. Now everybody's on their best behavior. Yes. This name, Madhuram Madhuram. Nothing is sweeter than this name of Krishna. And one of Bhaktivinoda's previous acharyas, his name was Rupa Goswami. He said that this name of Krishna is so sweet, but probably we don't have a taste for it. And therefore, for many of us, this name of Krishna, we don't taste the sweetness. It becomes difficult. It becomes a chore. But Rupa Goswami compares it to a certain kind of disease, jaundice, which attacks the liver. Now, in Vedic times, the only cure for jaundice was sugarcane juice, sugar candy. But here's the problem. Yeah, there's always a catch. So the cure is there, but for somebody with jaundice, if they try to taste candy, it tastes too bitter because of the disease. So they can't taste the sweetness of the sugar. It's maybe you've had that. I remember as a child, whenever I got sick, my parents would call a local doctor, Dr. Millette, and he would come in his station wagon, and it would always be the same medicine, this brown stuff that looked like something I can't even mention in this temple. And it was so nasty. But the doctor would always say, make sure Nikki takes this medicine. It tasted so bitter, but it was because I was sick. So Rupa Goswami says, similarly, like a person in jaundice, we also have a disease. What's that disease? Avidya, ignorance. What is ignorance? Ignorance means attachment to this material world and indifference to the spiritual world. That is ignorance. And we all have different degrees of this ignorance, a causeless unwillingness to surrender and love God. But Rupa Goswami says the only cure for this avidya, this ignorance, is the sweet holy name of God. So what to do? It's too bitter. Too bad. Take your medicine. So that's why we accept rules and regulations. We accept the instructions of the spiritual master as if your life and soul depended on it. Just like a few months ago, I went to see a nephrologist. And he put he really freaked me out. He said, look, if you don't do this, and this, you're going to die. That's what he said. So I'm going to see him on Thursday, Thursday. I think I'll be okay, because I haven't died, obviously. But I think the numbers he's looking at, he'll be somewhat appeased. I'll come back and tell you next month what he said, if I'm still alive, according to him. Anyway, the only cure for this disease of ignorance is to forcibly take the medicine. Even though you don't like it, even though we don't taste the sweetness. But here's the thing, that as you take the holy name of who? Krishna. Oh, good. Now we're awake. Yes, as we keep taking the medicine, that's what this, even Bhaktivinoda has another song. Enechi aushadi maya. He says that Lord Chaitanya says, I have brought the medicine to completely obliterate ignorance. The Maha Mantra. Here we have it. The Hare Krishna Maha. Let me hear you all say this Maha Mantra together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare. Yes. So as we keep taking that name, taking the medicine, little by little, the disease is being destroyed at its root. That's important. You don't want to go to a doctor who only deals with the symptoms. No, you want a doctor who's going to get to the root of the problem. This is why you have this, my dear son. You get to the root of the problem. So this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra gets to the root of ignorance. And little by little by little, we begin to taste the sweetness. So sometimes people ask, Prabhu, I have been chanting this Hare Krishna mantra for 40 years. What you are telling me? How much longer I got to chant? And our response is, you shouldn't have to ask this question if you are really tasting. Because if you're really cured, you'll know. Because this Mahamantra, this name of Krishna is so sweet that you won't be able to stop. For instance, my grandson, when he was young, he was living, him and his mother, father, they were living with me and my wife in a 2-bedroom apartment. Oh, happy days those were. And, but at a young age, he was addicted to sweets. And we had to hide them. That little guy, he would always find the hiding place. And he was sneaky. He would keep the wrappers behind the cushion. And then we would find out, oh, you're cheating again? So that's the problem. Something that's sweet, can't give it up. So the same way with this Maha Mantra. If you are really tasting, that's when you know you are liberated. Because you're tasting it so much, you can't give it up. The famous Beatle, John Lennon, he asked Prabhupada, so, how do I know who's the real guru? Because back then, that was the thing. Every other day, a new guru was coming on the scene. You know, the biggest hit now coming. Oh, did you hear about this guy? No. Wait, this guy's, it was like every other week, like a new hit record. So, Mr. Lennon had seen so many so-called gurus. So he asked Prabhupada. Prabhupada was staying at his newly bought place. So he asked Prabhupada in his John Lennon way, so, how do I know who is the real guru? And Prabhupada was so clever, because at that time, Mr. Lennon was addicted to heroin, and he made no secret of it. He was very open about it. So Prabhupada said to him, oh, you want to know who is the real guru? Find that person most addicted to Krishna. Yes, find that person most addicted to Krishna. That is your guru. And Lord Chaitanya, he's definitely addicted to this Maha Mantra. He cannot look how his arms are up. He's in ecstasy chanting this holy name. Let's all chant Hare Krishna, One more time. All right. There's only a few verses. Let's go to verse 2. You like it so far? Are we having transcendental fun? That's what I call it. Grihe thako, vane thako, sada Hare, bole dako. Grihe thako, vane thako, sada Hare, bole dako. Sukhe duhkhe, bhulo nako, vadane harinam koro. Sukhe duhkhe, bhulo nako, vadane harinam koro. So this verse I like very much. This is one thing about Krishna consciousness that I appreciate. Krishna consciousness is that philosophy, religion, which is like level playing field. For instance, in the Gita, you will find a very interesting statement by Krishna, where he says, it doesn't matter. If someone is born so-called low-born, low caste, that is not a disqualification. When we come to spiritual life, it doesn't matter your material qualification or disqualification, especially in Lord Chaitanya's movement. There's no consideration from material high or low. We're all the same. Why? Because we are all spirit soul. We are all children of God. We are right now driving different cars. Men cars, women cars. The body, even George Harrison wrote a song based on what he learned from Prabhupada. I use my body like a car, going both near and far, for I'm living in the material world. That was in a hit record. He put that statement in. Use my body. So you can see Prabhupada had great influence on Mr. George Harry's son, as Prabhupada used to call him, Hari's son. Prabhupada was very poetic and sometimes very funny. Like he had a disciple called Gargamuni, big, jolly, husky, but he was very good at business. So one time Prabhupada said, yes, Garga money. He took that as a great compliment. Yes. So here is what I like. In this verse, grihe thako, vane thako. So you're a householder, or you're a sannyasi, brahmachari. These things don't matter. The only thing that matters is you're chanting the holy name of God. Everybody say, Hare! Because that's used in this song. Hare! Yes. You do that one better than Krishna. I don't know why. But that was good. Everybody got it again. Yeah, that's got a powerful ring to it. Keep doing it. Yeah. I'm getting fired up now by your chanting. So, Bhaktivinoda says, okay, you're a pakka sannyasi, or you are fallen householder. Doesn't matter. Just constantly chant Hare. Sometimes the question is asked, and it's answered by Prabhupada in his Bhagavatam. Those who are somewhat educated in the deeper aspects of our philosophy, there is this consideration of offenses in the matter of chanting or worshiping. There are different kinds of offenses which are contrary to what you are trying to achieve. So the question becomes, What if I'm so fallen that I cannot give up my sinful addiction, whatever it may be? I'm so fallen that I know I shouldn't do this, but I can't give it up. What should a person do? All is not lost. Prabhupada explains in the section in the Bhagavatam concerning Ajamila that for such a person, the only solution is to consistently, incessantly, simply chant the name of God. That's it. Because by that constant chanting, eventually you'll, as we say, snap out of it. So I always, for the past 30, 40 years, I have advised people, because sometimes Maya gets in there, she gets into our brain and says, you're too fallen. You're not even a devotee. So why are you even chanting? That's what Maya will do. She gets in there and using so-called sophistry convinces you to stop. Now it's time to say no to Maya. Even though I may be the most fallen, doesn't matter. Even my chanting is, let's say I'm committing all 10 offenses, that's still better than no chanting. I'm giving myself a bell on that one. Yes, please take this very, very, muy importante. Some chanting, no matter how bad it is still better than no chanting. When I was full-time working in the LA temple back in the 90s and early 2000s, I had an assistant, Hare Das. He was from South Central LA, but very wise. He was older than me at the time, but he got his education from the School of Hard Knocks, if you know what I'm talking about. So he had good street smarts, as they say. So one time I was giving a class, and during the part where different people get to ask questions or make statements, Hari Dev was in the back, and he said, I want to go on record. My worst day in Krishna consciousness is still better than my best day I ever had in the material world. That's called realization. That is significant. So yes, in any situation, that's the purport of this song. As it says here, whether you're happy or in distress, don't forget chanting. Just fill your lips with Hari Nam. Hari Nam, the name of your favorite? Hari, come on. Did you lose Hari already? Do I got to find another one? Okay, let's try a different one. Ram. Oh, that's the best one yet. All right, we'll see what happens by the end. All right, third verse. Maya-jale baddha hoye, acho miche kajaloye. Ekonoche tanya peye, radha-madhav nambolore. So here, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is pointing out our existential position. What does he say? So currently our position is we are bound up in a network of illusion, maya. To a lesser, greater degree, until we are completely self-realized, we will find ourselves somehow entangled in the network of illusion, maya. And the whole purpose of life is to get out of this entangled network of illusion and wake up to the reality of the sweetness that we said in the beginning of Krishna's holy name, or Hare or Ram, whichever one you are most attracted to. As I've said many times, I'm a Krishna salesman, so I'm going to sell you Krishna. Others will sell you Ram or this. Full disclosure, I'm a Krishna salesman. Sorry, can't help it. I love, and Prabhupada told me, I asked him, Prabhupada, what pleases you the most? He said, when you love Krishna. In parenthesis, he didn't say it, but the context is stupid. When you love Krishna. Yes, that's the goal of life. So, because we are entangled in this network, everything that we try to accomplish eventually will fall apart. History has shown us, right? What has happened to the Roman Empire, what happened to this empire, the British. All right, the British were so puffed up, right? The sun never sets on English soil. Yeah, can't say that now, can you? And now it looks like, I don't want to be the harbinger of bad news, but it looks like America is losing. Hope they're not recording this somewhere. Ice is everywhere. Be careful. Anyway, that is the nature of this material world. Nothing lasts forever. Even our own bodies, right? We were young, energy, youthful. We were the kings. Now look in the mirror. Ugh, God. What happened? Fat stomach, gray hair. I'm covering my head because I just got operated on for melanoma and I don't want to show you the scar. Welcome to this material body, huh? It's no joke. Good luck. I hope you fare better than me. But that's why the best thing, the best news, what's the first thing Krishna says in the Gita? Flash, breaking news, you're not your body. Bravo, Krishna, bravo. Fantastic. Thank God I'm not what I see in the mirror. I don't know how my wife puts up with me. Anyway, the point is, every castle, right? We have this expression, castles made of sand, drift to the sea eventually. Great Sudra Bhajan. But it's true. Castles, everything in this world is a castle made of sand. Even there's one purport. I was surprised. I had written a song, and I was thinking, where did I get this words to this song from? Then years later, I saw a purport, and I went, oh, that must have been what I got the song from. That Prabhupada was describing that what's our situation from God's perspective, our situation. It's like when we take children to the beach. Nice sunny day, right? And the children, they got all this energy, so they make all these sand castles, and it's very, very artistic. And then, all right, kids, it's time to go. Let's go. Oh, no. That's life. Just when you think, oh, we got the sandcastle, death says, let's go. It's time now. But, no. I'm not interested in your stock options, Mr. Musk. It's time to go. I'm not interested in your gold coins with your face on it. No, let's go. And you're going to be judged. Therefore, very careful to be conscientious in everything we do in this world, because we're going to be judged. All right, final verse. Let's go. Jivan hoilo shesh nabajile rishikesh Bhaktivinoda Opadish Ekvarnam Rase Matore. So, Bhaktivinoda, this is his final verse. Short and sweet. That's the idea of these bhajans. Short, but sweet. So he says, the fact of the matter, Jivana hoilo shesh. At any moment, your life is done. Yes, so many examples. So many handsome, beautiful people, then all of a sudden, gone. We all have experience, right? Driving on the 5. It doesn't take much. It just takes one knucklehead to come over and crash, boom, bang. It's not even your fault, but it just takes one knucklehead, and there could be serious damage at any time, at any moment. Or what just happened recently up in Washington, floods, cities completely destroyed, thousands of people forced to evacuate, leave how cruel. You've worked your whole life to fill up your little home, right? Then Mother Nature says, get out. And everything's washed away, your whole life. But as I see, so many times people say, well, yes, the possessions, but at least we're still safe. That's good thinking. Possessions are not as important as the possessor. The possessor is what's really important. And I know for a fact, I remember 2010. It was the day before Gaur Purnima. And I'm lying on a little bed in Santiago, Chile. All of a sudden, it's 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm tossed out of bed, and it sounds like a subway car is rushing down the hallway, and the room is shaking. I never chanted japa better than that day. I immediately, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. And I heard my host in the next room, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare. She was freaked out because it was, whoosh. And it was only a few seconds, but trust me, it felt like 12 hours of intense Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. And then all of a sudden an aftershock, Hare Krishna. And for the next whole week, as soon as there was a little sound, Hare Krishna. Because you don't know the aftershocks. And there was, because on Gaur Purnima Day, I was giving the Bhagavatam class, and another earthquake came. But I passed the test. I didn't freak out. I kept preaching, and I went, Hare Krishna, Hare, and the room is shaking, Hare Krishna. And Krishna saved us. Thank you, Krishna. So, death may come at any time, any moment. In another song, the song that I would have sung. What is that line? Edana yovana putra parijana. Iteke ache pada ti tide. Here it is. Komala dala jala. Jivana tala mala. Ah, such a nice description. Kamala dala jala. What is our life? It's like a drop of water on a lotus or lily petal. Now, anyone who has experience, which I did, I tested it just to make sure. I wonder if this knowledge is true. So, the drop of water on the leaf, the lily or lotus leaf, it does not stand. And at any moment, it can drop off. That is our existence. At any moment, it's all done. Just like I remember that morning, my daughter called me. She said, Pita, turn on the television. And I turned on the television, and there, as soon as I turned it on, the second of the Twin Towers, and I saw the plane. Boom! And then it didn't take long, then all of a sudden, the whole tower collapsed. And what did I think of? Kamala dala jala, jivana talamala. At any moment, it can all come crumbling down. So, what's Bhaktivinoda's solution? It's not an insurance policy, no. Bhaktivinoda Thakura's solution is nothing material. He says, Ek bar naam rase matore. He says, just once, taste this sweet name of Krishna. Everybody say, Krishna. Everybody say, Krishna. Everybody say, Krishna. Very good, very good. So does Maharaj have a microphone? Maharaj either has a good question or pithy comments.
I have nothing to say. You fully convinced me. Hare
Jai.
Krishna.
Jai. And Dravida Das, surely you can, the expression is fluffing out cotton, expanding on the little nectar I tried, but you can give us a taste of the full nectar for which we are always anxious.
Whoa, I don't know if I can do that. Well, what came to mind, several shlokas, as usual, and one, if you'll permit me to share. It's at the end, near the end of the Krishna Karnamrita. It's right in the theme of your talk. Jaya 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 Deva 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 Chubhavana Mangala Divya Nama Deha. Jaya 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 Deva Krishna Deva Shavana Mano Nayanama Tavatara. Oh, glory, 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 Lord, oh, glory unto thee, who with thy holy name bless all three worlds and set them free. Oh, glory, glory, glory unto thee, O Krishna Dev, whose nectar floods our ears and eyes and hearts in endless waves. Hare Krishna.
Oh, Maharaj has got something.
Just, you said about how, Prabhupada, how the sun never sets on the British Empire. So, when Prabhupada first arrived, Mukunda Maharaj told me this, when Prabhupada first arrived in London, the famous BBC was grilling him, in your Vedas, they say that the earth is flat. It's a silly question. Prabhupada replied, everywhere I walk it is. I mean, he was just joking with them, They said, why do you shave your head? It was a lady reporter. He said, why do you say shave your legs? He said, better a cool brain and warm legs. So then Prabhupada, they asked him so many silly questions. Here's a sadhu, saintly person. You can ask the solution to life. So then after they asked all these superficial questions. Prabhupada said, "Can I now ask you a question?" So naturally they said yes. And Prabhupada said, "You say the sun never sets on England, on the British Empire. Sun never sets on the British Empire." So then Prabhupada asked, "Then why does it never shine in London?" And it completely shut down the BBC guy. They had nothing to say, you know. So just I wanted to add that.
That's good. You know all the best stories. Yes. So if you get another one, we still have 20 minutes if you get another one. So what I would like to do is share with you something I was mentioning last night. Last night, there's a temple I go to once, sometimes twice a month. And that's the temple that only has half of the Hare Krishna mantra on the front part. Miscalculation. But at least they have Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
They ran out of space?
That is, I guess so. Oversight. I wasn't involved. I probably would have caught it, you would think. But that's all right. So I was speaking because somebody was mentioning, because the whole class was on the Gita Mahatmyam, glorification of the Gita. And the person that was commenting pointed out that the most important instruction in the Gita is where Krishna says, Sarva dharman parityajya, mamekam sharanam vraja, ahang tvang sarva papebhyo, moksha yashyami ma shuchaha. That's the verse where Krishna tells Arjuna that he should abandon all kinds of dharma, religious principles, and simply surrender to Krishna exclusively. And then Krishna says that, Arjuna, if you do this, then I personally will take responsibility for any so-called sinful reaction. And then there is the last two words, ma shuchaha, which are very emphatic. Ma shuchaha means don't worry. It means don't hesitate. Don't fear. And sometimes people say, don't doubt. So there's a certain incident in the Mahabharata. And I find that this particular incident, for me, nicely gives us context on the depth of when Krishna says, Sarva dharman parityaja. Because it is a little puzzling. Why does Krishna say Sarva dharman? That seems a little puzzling. Give up all varieties of religion? So this scene, to me, nicely explains it. So it's the scene just before the battle. Mahabharata is divided into two parts. Up to the battle, and part two is the battle. So just before the battle, Kunti comes to Karna, because Karna is famous that every morning he does his rituals, worships the sun god. And Karna is also known as very charitable. And it was known that if anyone came to Karna in the morning, right after his worship of the sun, Karna would be in a mood that you can get anything you want. So Kunti, because the battle is now, practically it's about to start, Kunti is thinking, oh, my sons. So Kunti says, Karna, you do not know. You are my first son. And she explains the whole story, how she had to abandon him, and that's a whole other class by itself. But Karna took it very bad. He actually chastised Kunti. That why you abandoned me? And Kunti was trying to get him to change sides. So she was unsuccessful. So right after that, our best friend, Krishna, comes on a chariot, invites Karna, come with me. Now, to get the context, imagine you're Karna, and you're on a chariot with Krishna. I'd die for that. What better? So Krishna says to Karna, so Karna, you know now, your origin, that you're actually Kunti's first son. So, here's my proposition. If you join the Pandavas, they will make you their leader. And then Krishna says, and I also will follow you. Huh? Who would like Krishna to be their follower? Nobody? Oh my God. Am I in the right place? Anyway, so Karna hears this from, and then, as we say, Krishna sweetens the pot. He says, so we'll make you the head of the Pandavas, and we'll all follow you. I will follow you. And in time, Draupadi will also accept you as husband. Who could say no to that in their right mind? So many people wanted Draupadi. They fought for her. Actually, the whole battle is going to be fought because of Draupadi. Yes, the root cause of every problem is a woman. I didn't say that. But in this context, it is. That was the straw that broke the proverbial camel's back. Krishna would not relent. That because of the dishonor of Draupadi, the war had to be fought. So Krishna said, this is your opportunity. And Karna thought he was more religious than Krishna, because he said no. Duryodhana was the only one who saw me. He's the only one who gave me anything in this world. No, I owe everything to Duryodhana. So he thought that his allegiance, his honor, whatever word you want to use, to Duryodhana was a higher principle than what Krishna was telling him to do. Another example is the time when they wanted to kill Drona Acharya. And the only way they could do that was for Bhima and Yudhishthir to tell a so-called lie. Right? And at first, Yudhishthir was reluctant. But he agreed. So this idea that surrender to Krishna supersedes all other material or religious considerations. This is the real understanding of this shloka. Surrender, it's an amazing concept that simply by accepting Krishna's instruction, that takes care of everything. That's why we can boldly say, right? Simply, and we've been saying it all day, we've been saying it. Simply take this name, Krishna. That will suffice in your life. Take the name Krishna. There are different things. So, people like Bhajinarayan Swami, Dravida, they've given their life to this name Krishna. They'll die by this name Krishna. They'll not give up Krishna under any circumstance. You put a gun to their head, they'll not give, I'm serious, they would not give up Krishna. You could offer them all the gold in the White House, if it's really gold. They'll not accept it. Nothing will replace their attachment to Krishna. Okay, so they've given their life. Okay, you can't give your life. Give your words. Give your words to Krishna. Talk about Krishna. Talk to others about Krishna. Preach about Krishna. You can't do that? Give your money to Krishna. Now the temple likes me. Every temple likes that. When I say that in any temple, yeah, we need him back. You make sure he's come back. Yes. But this is the way. Your life, your words, or your mullah. Give it to Krishna. Okay. Was that all right? Nirvanadas Maharaj, do you agree with my assessment, my understanding?
I'm thinking. If they offered me all the gold in the world, I might take it and give it to the TOVP, the Mayapur Temple of Vedic Planetarium, give it to the BBT, give it to the San Diego Temple, give it to the Escondido Temple, and let them shoot me. So I was just, what can I say?
But you won't give up Krishna.
Oh, never.
No, that's the point.
Oh, okay.
Like we have, that was the point. We're not talking about, against everything. You will not get, just like I know two sannyasis, ISKCON sannyasi gurus. They came from fabulously wealthy families, fabulously wealthy. And in both cases, they were told, you don't give up Krishna, you're out of the will. And we're talking millions. But they didn't give up Krishna. They didn't and they got cut out. There was no joke. As they say, put your money where your mouth is. So they did it. In that way, we could say they purchased Krishna. That kind of surrender, that's not so easy. Not so easy. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Gai Gora, Madhur Sware, Gai Gora, Madhur Sware, Gai Gora, Madhur Sware, Gai Gora, Madhur Sware. So on the way here tonight, I was listening to songs that my wife wrote about Krishna consciousness. When we first got together in 1980, I told her, if you're going to be married to me, you have to write songs. She goes, what are you talking about? I've never written a song in my life. I said, no, just write a poem. I'll put it to music. So over the years, she's done maybe 20, 25 songs. So coming here, was listening to different recordings, and I was thinking, here I am, 75, still alive. You know what? It's been a good life. I got no complaints. I've lived, I've loved, I've cried, I've died, yeah, little bits here and there. I've been around the world. I found such amazing people in this Hare Krishna world. It's a world. It's a real world out there, a Hare Krishna world. So many places I've been to around United States, Canada, Mexico, Chile, Panama, South India, yes. I even did preaching in South India. One time, I did a program in a South Indian temple, and one of the prominent, they call them Hari Kata or something, people who you could say professionally or speak on Krishna consciousness. So there was a program, and I found out that everyone in South India loves the story of Gajendra Mokshana. It's like everybody loves it. So in this program, I would speak a little bit in English, then this Pandit Hari, he would say what I said in the local language, whatever it was. So we went back and forth. That was like so cool. And of course, he was much better because he would really, and I'm sure he, based on what I said, he gave, his own, but he was really into it. And I was like, oh boy, I better up my game here. But that was nice. And then another time in South India, another temple, but this temple was different. It was a Madhavendra Puri temple, and they had a sampradaya. And it just so happens that the day I was there to give a program, their acharya, young 16-year-old boy from Benares, he was there. He was their acharya. So I was like, oh boy, I better be good. So I just repeated what I had learned from Prabhupada about, of course, Madhavendra Puri, right? Make it easy. And then I found out later that he didn't speak much English, but he could understand. And he told his assistants, yes, this philosophy of Madhavendra Puri is nicely being maintained by these people. So I took that. Oh, he liked it. He even invited me to his ashram in Benares. You come, you be my guest. I couldn't do it, but that was nice. I've been to Australia. Oh, mate, that's fantastic, mate. Yeah. And so many different, oh, yes. I went to Kuala Lumpur. We have a temple there, Kuala Lumpur. So many nice people I visited. I was thinking, when I joined this movement, I only wanted one thing. Really. I only wanted one thing. I said, I just want to be happy. That's all. I don't ask for much. I just want to be happy. And today, driving here, I was thinking, and now the song comes. because I'm happy. And I owe it all to Krishna and Prabhupada. Thank you, Prabhupada, for saving me. Thank you, all of you, for allowing me to do my, as my wife says, nonsense. Thank you very much. May Krishna bless you, protect you. Oh, yes. Questions? Uh-oh. Next time.
Check with Balaram, because I think he has a presentation.
Oh.
And we need to stay on.
Yes. All right.
Check with Balaram.
I will take that as Krishna's instruction. Krishna has spoken through you. Very good. All right. It's 7 o'clock.
Where's our Balaram?
There he is.
I'm your Balaram.
Go ahead. Do your thing.
Hare Krishna.